So I want to talk about why I think the Hatfield squat is the most underrated and underused squat variation for athletes. Hatfield squat is just a hand-supported squat used with a safety squat bar. You got your hands out in front of you holding onto something to help stabilize. Before I get into the details of why I think the Hatfield squat is the best, if this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. And just like always, please like the video and share it on social media for me. It does me a great service. Thank you so much. So I think the Hatfield squat is superior than a lot of other squat variations for a variety of reasons. But the first reason, and probably the most important reason, is that number one, you can just hold a lot heavier loads with the Hatfield squat. And you're not just lifting a little bit more weight with the Hatfield squat compared to like a back squat or a front squat. You're lifting significantly heavier weight with the Hatfield squat. So using the heavier loads does a few different things for you. It provides a greater stress on the nervous system, so a greater global stress, therefore potentially more motor unit recruitment. Secondly, the greater load on the tissues allows for the tissues to adapt accordingly. See Wolff's Law. You're going to build more robust muscle, bone, ligaments, and tendons. Training with these heavy loads and greater stress will allow athletes to handle greater stress and loads in competitions. And lastly, with the heavier loads, the endocrine system is going to respond differently. You're going to get huge hormonal adaptations with the heavier loads. Now, beyond being able to use heavier loads, there's a few other reasons why I like the Hatfield squat compared to a lot of other squat variations. It's a really good squat variation for athletes who have some sort of upper body injury, like a shoulder injury, and it's really tough for them to crank their arms back and hold the bar. The padding of the safety squat bar and putting your arms out in front of you to hold something is just going to make for a more comfortable squat position for athletes who either have some sort of injury or just can't get into the proper position with a barbell. Many athletes struggle getting depth. The Hatfield squat typically eliminates any sort of depth issues. Having the ability to hold onto something eliminates any sort of stability issues. And if you don't have the ankle mobility to get into proper depth with a normal squat, you can really sit back, hold onto the rack or the bar in front of you, allow your shins to be vertical and still get proper depth and get your butt low. I can see the Hatfield squat also being useful for a developmental or a teaching exercise for the squat. Athletes might struggle with technique for a back squat or a front squat, but using the safety squat bar and the Hatfield squat kind of eliminates some of that process and you can start loading them up a little bit sooner. So to wrap up this video, you can go heavier on the Hatfield squats. It's a great variation for athletes who have some sort of shoulder injury or upper body injury. It might be a good developmental exercise or a teaching exercise, and it eliminates any sort of depth issues due to ankle mobility or lack of ankle mobility. I appreciate you taking some time to watch this video. Please make sure you hit like, and if this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel and share this on social media. Thanks and have a great day.